Alright, yow everyone, welcome to eXtV's coverage of the UGC North American Silver All-Star Game. I'm here with TurboCop. TurboCop, let me hear your yow.
Yow, Kip, here we are, ready for the UGC All-Star Game. Over on Team Blue, we have Team Nursey starting off the first attack here, and over on Team Red, we have Team Bagel trying to get off a good defense here, and it looks like we're going to have 5, 6, 7, wow. All 7 players going to kill themselves. Pretty standard for Badwater coming right out here.
7 suicides? That's not completely standard, I would say, but that is one lucky engineer. Haven't will definitely use that to the best of his advantage. Doesn't have to move very far to get that full ammo, but it's a pretty standard location right here. We were talking about maybe if we'd see some interesting moves happen, and maybe this first point defense, but so far looking pretty standard.
Super duper standard. Right here on the platform, he didn't even move it back towards the cliffside or anything. He's got it a little bit farther forward, pressured here, but it should just be a wrangle, and we should see a demo man bomb straight out the watch here. Maybe a soldier bomb as well. Saffrex really Simulate just bombs all the time. We really should see him bomb immediately here, I'm pretty sure.
Ro was running the pan for a bit, but it doesn't look like we're going to have a pan bomb. He's actually just going to send some stickies over the way. Sizer is the first to go down, so no sniper for Blue as they just try to get a feel about what's going on here. We do see Simulate coming in, trying for the bomb, gets targeted down by Ike. A lot of stickies coming up, and Haven not able to save it with his rescue ranger, and the sentry gun does go down. So it looks like a nice little play right there from Ro coming from tunnel to just send stickies up to this to the cliffside. And no pyro right there to help protect him.
That's an excellent play, but they didn't get Haven, so Haven's already built his level 1 sentry back up. There's still going to be some pressure down here. They have a mini beneath the tunnel here, they being the blue team. Their spy is kind of out of position, he's going to get caught here. Pyro is still here. I think this defense is going to be just A-okay for now.
A-okay, and that's good enough at least. We both have Ubers still ready to go. It looks like Blue is pushing out right now, out of spawn, up the cliff. Medic being very cautious, and this would be a time for a soldier jump if we were to see one, but it looks like Red is going to just wait for the Uber to push into them.
Yeah, traditionally what you tend to do is your big cores come around the cliffside, and you go with your pyro just like we're seeing right now. Pyro action right now. Looks like Blue's flashing a little bit more. Ooh, Nursey getting out of position a little bit, has to fall beneath the cliff. Right into the spy, but the spy did get picked up by the pyro there. They did get the sentry gun, and they have a few people on the cart, so even though it's 6v6, I'd say Blue's at an advantage right now. Gets the medic too. Nice.
Oh, the mini sentry Grizz. Not even sure where that was placed, but perfect execution right there to take down the medic. Gonna buy his team a huge advantage, which would be very nice. Clearing off the cliff right now. Need to get some people onto the point, but yeah, a nice opening fight right there. Or at least on that second push right there out of Team Nursey.
It wasn't a very messy push either, so like they were just able to get a few picks, trade 1-for-1s everywhere. Nobody really got out of position there. And now they're going to storm the backside, going to do it very quickly because there's not even a sentry gun up here. I think if you're Haven right now, you just give up. Oh yeah, everyone on the red team's falling back to the third point. They're not even willing to hold second. Second, traditionally a very big trap for teams where you end up losing it anyway in about a minute or two. They're going to have about 2:30 cap time for 2 points here, which is pretty decent.
That's pretty darn fast. Their spy is there trying to make something happen right there, but Storm, Arion, so far just kind of scouting things out. He's actually on the cart, almost gets the med pick, but instead gets heals from the med. He's still alive and finally goes down as Bobby pushes, Bobby turns around and finally realizes, hey, that guy's not on our team. They do survive and get the Uber pop off, but Red has that pop in time as well. Blue Demoman not sending any stickies or spam up to where that sentry gun is, and Haven't is able to keep up that level 2. As Blue pretty much not getting any ground there on the Uber, but they are actually got the frag, so now they're going to move up without that Uber, sending a lot of spam now to that sentry gun. It does go down. Haven went down as Simulate jumped up to the house right there, and now this aggression out of Blue is crazy.
This is excellent, and Bagel just going to be able to escape here. Really needed to. They're taking huge ground here, which is absolutely what you need to do. When you have this much, when you've won the battle that well, and truly, just keeping your demo man and heavy alive enough to get out that spam and to get those angles was just enough to get them this third point. And they're still pressuring down last, which means that the engineer is going to have to start building minis. He's not going to have time to build a level 1 sentry gun, so it means that your defense is going to be weakened.
Oh, this is worst case scenario for Haven, because he loves Badwater last and using teleporters to get from location to location. I will see how these Ubers go. Oh, Mason jumping in and taking down Ike, so no heavy for red, and with that, blue is going to pop there, or not pop that Uber, waiting for the perfect time, and they do eventually pop it, force the pop onto red with pyro action right there. A lot of flashing coming out of blue, but they will survive that Uber. Didn't get too many frags, but continue to push the cart down the ramp, and that's one of those difficult locations where you can easily get spammed. So right now, Nursey looking good. A nice headshot out of Sizer, takes down Bagel Friday. So no, red team, and that is Bagel's team, has only 3 up right now. I don't think they can do it, TurboCop.
No, this is over. Sizer proving to be the difference there, and Nursey really taking a lot of focus with his pyro there. Spyro, he's been getting most of the Ubers, or at least getting flashed a lot of the time when they're pushing down. It's working out for them so far. All they need to do is control area and give Sizer the space that he needs to snipe. And 4:23, that's a really, really good cap time here.
It's very impressive. Something that appears a little out of the usual is Grizz top scoring on his team, but his engineer here is pretty much riding the cart the entire time. But of course, that mini sentry placement did get a medic pick, so you never know. But building right now looks like in the regular spot. So again, nothing crazy coming out here, at least on the first point.
Yeah, Audi making a surprising amount of points too, 15. I guess a lot of them are cap points. I wish I could see how many kills he got that round, but there's certainly a non-trivial amount there.
Storm Arion actually doing a lot of work too, but only about half is medic. So you could definitely tell with scores difference, telling a little bit of a story right now. And we're actually getting word from chat that it's pronounced Skizzer and not Sizer. So
Nobody's
Skizzer.
ever told me that before. I'm pretty sure they're lying. And, you know, never trust chat, right?
Oh boy.
I think I just kicked the horned nest, didn't I? We have a demo man bomb.
Oh, big jump in from the demo man. Holy cajoli. Blue demo man is actually already back at second point right there. We'll see if Derek can do anything.
Oh, he forced the pop. He jumped back in through the backside, made the pop happen, and I mean, space created, right?
Hey, yeah, that's something. We'll see if Blue can take advantage of that. Bagel Friday needs to push out immediately and use this Uber advantage to, you know, their advantage. They're pushing out of spawn right now. Of course, Red should know this and be putting the pressure on to force that Uber pop a little bit earlier. But so far, staying very much in this cliff and waiting. I don't know why Nursey is still here. They've got to know this Uber is coming.
Yeah, they need to get out. There's like 5 people here. Okay, Pyro does control the Uber fairly decently well. Heavy is going to come through and take out that Pyro nonsense. Ooh, nice little rescue ranger from Grizz here. Already moving back to the second point. They're totally happy to give up the first point here because you have to spend 3 minutes to capture the next 3. And very, very difficult to do, of course. They set a really good time. Big ol' Friday, unfortunately, getting cleaned up by, was that the spy there? I didn't quite see who got him.
Didn't catch it either, but it won't matter as his team is continuing to put pressure on the cart. Made it through the tunnel just with the ×1. It will cap the first point, and we have 3 minutes left to make it all the way to the end. So it's going to be definitely very, very difficult for Team Bagel, but it's definitely still possible.
Looks like Storm Arion was able to catch out Roe very nicely there.
Mason gets Bagel Friday as he was going up the stairs to the second point. Just absolutely no awareness right there for the spy. And I think that's got to chalk it up to these players that are playing together for the first time, and they had literally 5 minutes to talk about their plan.
Yeah, their coordination isn't the best. They haven't been playing together for like an entire season, as most teams have. So spy picks are going to be a little bit easier to get there. You know, there are going to be miscommunications. So look for spies to be big playmakers this game.
Despite all that, the cart is being pushed already, making good headway to the second point, but there's that level 3 sentry gun that Grizz was able to rescue and then get out of there. Also some really nice protection coming out from Spyro. Spyro is being the ultimate Pybro and reflecting everything that comes his way. Just as they say that, Spyro falls back and lets a couple rockets hit the sentry gun, but still, he's been doing nice work.
They're so desperate to get this sentry gun, they've switched over to a direct hit on their soldier, just to put down spam from both the demo man in the back and the soldier in the front. But it still hasn't worked yet. Grizz has had perfect hits so far. Hasn't lost the gun, kept it wrangled. Okay, Heavy finally comes in. They caught him out of position. The spy is also able to sap, so finally getting some position here up on the roof here. Heavy not getting the engineer and does not able to get the red scout. Instead gets shot down by the pyro with his crit chop there. And yeah, this point didn't push very well.
Yeah, so that was an interesting strategy right there. Bagel Friday, did they have Uber and push up to the point, and then they didn't have Uber because Bagel Friday was down. So they had this soft push going to the roof and used the distraction factor to get the sentry gun, but then Bagel Friday was caught out and went down to simulate right there. However, they did clear off the roof a little bit, and Blue was making some progress right there until Mason took down Zavrix on the roof. Blue still needs more time on this cart, and 60 seconds left. I don't know if it's physically possible to get to the end in less than 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's already GG at this point, so it doesn't really matter what they do. I think they know that they're doing a re-push here with Spyro knocking out everyone.
You're new to eXtv. We have to presume that anything is possible in the realm of TF2. Especially considering if you ever casted our game where Robin Walker plays and just employs cheats like crazy. We don't know. Robin could be on one of these teams and the Earth could fall through and Gaben himself could come out from the skies and place that cart at third.
It's true. You could push it at max hammer speed units per second, right?
There we go. Yes.
Could be a possible thing.
So still possible for Team Bagel to get this card all the way to the end. They're definitely making a push for it with ×3, ×4. Just put the entire team on there. Let's get a ×10. Come on, guys. But they probably... Okay, now I think it's physically impossible. Now I will give you this GG first map going to Team Nursey.
Yep, the G's are coming out, and that looks Team Nursey has one here. They need one more on, do they play Gullywash or Viaduct next?
We're going to Viaduct, sorry about that. Viaduct Pro.
Viaduct Pro. So, this is definitely a very, very good map for the players here, I think. Bobby's just a really, really great payload heavy, and Slicer's just, he's really, really good regardless, but I like him more on payload than I do on Koth, to be honest. So I really felt like it fit the players more for Team Nursey to play payload on. For Koth, it's just going to kind of be like a coin toss, I think. It's just going to be who can do more. But it turned out in this game, the big difference was the Pyros. Like, Spyro did so much for his team. He used those Ubers very, very, very well. And I didn't see the same impact out of Hobbs, unfortunately.
Just give him the chance.